The beats, the flow, the rhythm, all movement starts from the streets. Streets A&R Podcast. Man. I'm feeling good.
On the cloud.
On a cloud.
Right now.
Still smelling like the gym right now.
Right now.
Sure. I definitely just came from the gym.
Yeah, I skipped the gym today. That's trash. I didn't even want to admit that, but I did. Was tired.
All right, man. Tate gonna be telling too much today. If he in there, we gonna be like, all right, we're gonna just interrupt Tate today. Man, no, we can't. We ain't gonna talk about the. See, we was supposed to get on the other mama, but we got on the mamas we seen for real in real life. The other mama, boy, she made a nigga dream come true.
Look at that smile that Montreal had.
Oh, boy, Montreal.
Hey,
Boy, he'd have seen them, he'd have been tripping.
Would have been tripping. Let that been, yeah, that would have been him. I mean, shoot, I am 25 now. You know what I'm saying in the video.
I'm up there.
Montreal young though, man.
Yeah.
Montreal he's still, he deuce out here, man. He young and impressionable. He letting the young ladies know, where your mama at.
Yeah, man. Shit. Been a good day, good weekend, man.
Yeah, good weekend.
Good weekend.
That was.
Good weekend.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to get to part of the weekend because we got a guest who has some real things popping off this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Seen the fight this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Nigga had the wrong nigga name in his mouth after the fight.
Oh, man, he
Right
so
nigga
did.
name. Listen, I mean,
Man,
I'm ready for it.
that's, man,
I ain't gonna cap. I was surprised.
I wasn't.
I was surprised.
By that fight?
No, I was surprised.
him
He
to-
had his name in the mouth. I thought he was going to try to find one more fight and
He
just
can't.
keep running.
Ain't nothing to run
He
from.
there's only 4 super belts.
Yeah.
He has 3 now.
Yeah, I thought
There
he was
is no
gonna
more
keep
running.
Thought he was gonna keep running.
But
Yeah,
that's
he
the
can't.
play. That's the play I thought I wanted Bud to do was to go fight Ugas.
Yeah.
I wanted to force the hand.
Yeah.
But then it's also the business working out real good because Bud a free agent, which means he can either just go whatever PBC say or they can take it to a purse bid. And somebody gonna bid big money.
Ain't no question.
And
You see Floyd?
yeah, he
Floyd, hey, he ready. He want to, for sure, for a few fights.
Yeah.
He like, man, let me run. But, like, from a business perspective, I hope, bro, just, like, follow his heart with it. Because, like, he can stay down and, like you said, get the purse. Like, you know what I mean? Like, stay a free agent, catch the right paper. I don't know.
ain't got nobody to pay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what's the point? Like, we talking about fighting here, something that bro been doing his whole life. Just go fight for your name and get your money.
Yeah,
Like,
'cause
you know,
he built the career. He built it, and I think he done did it the right way.
100%.
Now you know the fight gonna be in Vegas.
100. Yeah, that too.
I was telling the homie, I was like, it can't be where it regularly be. This gonna be the biggest fight in a long time, which means the same way they put it in Jerry's World, this bitch going in that Raider Stadium, bro. Because why only sit 20,000 when you can sit 80?
Yeah. Cause it's, hey man, it's gonna be on the floor. Like, me and homies were just talking. I'm like, let's go. When that date drop, you buy the flights that day. Whatever you could buy that day, you buy it. Ticket, flight, hotel, whatever. Get it started. Get in rotation. That's your whole trip. It's just to go for that fight. Who
Yeah.
cares about anything else?
Yeah, man.
Whole city gonna mob.
Yeah, and that's gonna be a fun little time. I'm gonna say this, since I'm in the gym, I'm gonna be like, hey, bro, let us know at least the day before so we can get us. I'm gonna send a look like, don't send this to everybody, but it's happening this date. Get your tickets now.
Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna send a little bug out. Be like, hey, I'm gonna just send a date. And you gonna know what? If I send you a date that's late in the year, just know what the date is.
Put that car title up.
Yeah.
Yo, get that money.
Even if you don't go to the fight, just being in the city at that time.
That's what I'm saying. It got he gonna need that and want that. Like, Bud is a stand up guy. It's once they in the ring, it's them too. But who wouldn't want that? Cause he know what he about to do. He about to put on a show.
Mm-hmm. Man, and I'm from Texas, so I seen all my homies at this fight. I might not even tell them I'm going. I'm gonna just run up on them everywhere, like, well, yeah, what's up? I'll
That's the
switch
thing.
sides. I'm in Omaha now.
Ain't
Sorry
no
for you.
question. Ain't no question.
Man, it's been a good weekend, good time.
Mm-hmm.
We was around some good people, Johnny.
Good peoples.
Going to. I see the spots are back open where we, back to being regulars. And don't do anybody really appreciate the regulars though?
Not really.
I love being a regular, my nigga.
Facts.
I ain't gonna lie to I love I've been a regular when I was in grad school at a club because the homie was the bouncer And then we had class with a girl, her dad owned the club. So, we pulling up, even if we just got on sweats, whatever. We ain't got to pay to get in.
Right.
We regulars up here in Omaha when he had Taza, my frat brother,
Yeah.
the hookah bar.
B. Yeah, you talking about
Yeah.
B. Yeah.
So I just in here, him and Jesse, and just in here, just like, all right, I'm a regular. I go in, chill. Yeah, you gonna see me every Friday and Saturday. Not spending a dime.
Not a dime. That's the thing. You helping create the atmosphere, though. That's what the regular is there for.
Mm-hmm.
He might be having a dry day, but he know the regular gonna come through and say the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I'm even missed that. We ain't got too many places to really just pull up to no more. We
That's
gotta
the thing.
create events, but we gonna get to that convo.
We sure is.
Yeah, but man, Johnny, man,
Yes,
how
sir.
you feeling, bro?
Oh man, I'm feeling good, man. It's always a good time. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We here, Streets A&R Podcast. We got my man Big Tate on.
What's up?
Big
know,
Tate, give him
I'm
a
here,
round of
man.
applause, man.
Give him a round of applause, man. And fuck your clothes.
Fuck him. I got the jacket on right now. I ain't going nowhere without it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sir. Yeah, man. Big Tate in the house, man. Tate do a whole lot of shit, and I'm gonna let Tate introduce himself.
Whole lot of everything, man.
Go on and get your shit off real quick.
Big Tate, the founder of Fuck Clothes. It's not what's on you, it's what's in you. I'm also a recording artist, as well as a curator. Also, I'm a DJ and just really a well-rounded thinker. You know what I mean? I be just trying to think it through, man. A lot of people come to me for a word or come for me for advice and things of that nature. And I just try to keep it raw. Like, when you've seen what I've seen, if you've made the decisions that I've made, like, it turn you up. You know what I mean? Turn you into something different. Like, you walk alone. You vibe alone a lot when you meet. So, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just thankful to be from Omaha and always stay down to the culture and trying to build and push and do different things, man. That's just really what I be on.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, man. We appreciate you coming through. Shit, man. I don't even remember when I met Tate. Just been around. I'm like,
I remember when I met you.
when was that?
That was at 2017, 18. I was working with Ariane, Bird and them.
Yeah.
And you walked in doing the DJ stuff. And I had just started, it was like more like 2018, 19. I had 18 probably. I had just shot out to Ashley Knox. We had just opened TPR. And I was down on 24th doing work down there, just on that whole strip. Like, I'm always going to be on the north doing work. And then, boom, you come through with, like, the speakers, getting ready for an event. I'm like, oh, you DJ, cool. Yeah, and then met you there, and then, boom, been a fan ever since.
Appreciate it, man.
Oh.
Was that at his mural unveilings? Or was it
This
at
was like,
open mic?
I want to say, yeah, like the start of that, because like this is when they just really started. I had just met Ariana, and he was just getting going over there, and he's like, he had recruited me based on like marketing and events and stuff. And yeah, I think y'all was just like getting open mics going.
Okay.
Yeah.
For sure, man. Yeah, man. Shit. I've been doing this for a minute.
Yeah, that's what I learned too. You've been around for a minute.
Yeah.
Heck shit.
Hopped in and hopped out. But what I want to know, I guess, where'd you start as far as which medium did you start with first, music, and where did love from it come from? And then how'd you get, like, just kind of lay out your journey real quick. How'd you transition from one to the other?
So like growing up, my uncle Jeff, they call him Mac Nasty. He based in Nashville, Tennessee, Memphis and stuff. He was doing a lot of work with like A-Ball MJG, Project Pat and them, Gotti and whatnot. And he was heavy and he had this persona and he just had this energy and he was storytelling. And like, I was always into music. Like the first song I ever liked was Sprinkle Me, Man. Like I knew that whole song as a kid. Like time, you know what I mean? We gonna go down the spiel, but fast forward to my young adult ages, you know, growing up in the neighborhood, like seeing all the things I was seeing, and like I just wanted to tell a story about it. I wanted to write about it. And my brothers Preston and Dane and all them, we started to click. You know, we was rapping and making songs for a while, and honestly, that was like sophomore, junior year, high school. But we had a lot of content we never dropped. You know, I felt like also learned from them that like in this creative lane in life, like you gonna go through things and it might change your outlook on things. And that was my first time like music kind of broke me because I put in a lot of work and then we didn't do nothing with it. But then I came back to the game, like managing my brothers and investing in them and pushing them. And I just like, man, I got to get back to writing and pushing my own stuff. I was just doing different things at the time, so I didn't really want to get in that light. But I got back into music heavy in like 2015, 14. And with the Green Room with Barry Bada Buck, J.O., PZ, Bucky P, and all that, running in the skate. We doing a lot of different music things. And that's when I really got back into music heavy. Back then, shout out to PG, of course, Paris Gaines, my brother Rodney and all them. Yeah, it's really when I got back into it. And really where the alias of Big Tate came from, because like I stood on everything growing up, and then I just got big and like named after my father, got a lot of similar traits, similar energies, and it's like I'm bigger than him, and he's a big guy in this life, in my opinion, and around here. But I felt myself having a global mindset, want to go global, and that's where the big came from it, because I just want to get that big for this place right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, no, for sure. You could tell when you're around a divergent thinker or a convergent thinker, and I could tell you a convergent thinker too, because you can hone in on the details, but I could tell that you about divergent thinking, big ideas.
Most deaf, man. Like, it's crazy. The convergent thinker is like, it's a part about being adaptable. Like, I wouldn't even be alive if I didn't convert in the moments. You know what I mean? It's a lot of vibes out here where you're just gonna check your energy, and like some cats, they let that shit get to them and trick them. And me, I'm grateful that much to where I know I'm bigger than a lot of things, and it's all about the reaction. You know what I mean? So that's where we at with it.
Yeah, for sure, man.
For sure.
Man, so I also know, man, I know you talked about that love for music,
Mm-hmm.
and one thing that I see you doing and been doing is putting on, giving us some shit to do.
Hell yeah.
Like real shit to do.
For shit show.
So what kind of, and I think this is also gonna kind of tie into your clothing line too, because it's about creating not just an identity but an energy.
Yeah.
And that's what events are. That's what clothing is. So what broke you into putting on events, curating spaces, man? How did you get into that? And where are you at now with it?
From the outside looking in, being from Omaha, I was born in '93. I feel like when I got into junior high, that's when the world learned like what browsing is. Like, we got familiar with Google, we got familiar with YouTube, and for Omaha, and you needed that so you could create on a high level, because you're not seeing enough creativity, right? So I started looking around the world. I'm able to use the internet, and that pushed me to put it's like having I broke the ceiling on Omaha in my mind. Like, this place is boring. We need to do this, that, and the third, and let me figure out how I'm going to do that as I get older, if I'm going to be here, because, I started sneaker form in high school, so I was into pop culture, so it was like I needed to see certain things. So I fast forward to when I'm about to hit 21, and I got dreads and whatnot. My brothers got dreads, so I got fakes and stuff, and I'm going out, and shout out to JB. JB was the only DJ, as far as where I was going places, like, that was playing that fire music, but there was no curation to the events, so it was tiring in those events. Like, there's no energy to make no one like try to go feel something. Like, of course you want to go see the women, you want to go see the energies and the opposites and whatnot that you want to get into, but what's gonna make you put that shit on? What's gonna make you like dance? Who's dancing the whole time? And I just kind of got bored with it. That's when I started doing like kickback parties or the daytime events. Like, that stuff wasn't really happening in Omaha at the time. And then just like formal events, and then more artist showcases and things of that nature. So it's just a lot of different things that I was doing and working with various people, various creatives. And then on top of that, like, I'm interested in everything pop culture. So from art to clothing, and there was really like not a lot of intention towards art galleries or artist friendly type things. So that's when we went into like artist galleries, and we went into pop-up shops, because I was managing different artists. So realistically, it was just catching the blends of different creatives, because they always would see me put an event on and do what I wanted, simply because that's what it's going to take to feed your family as creative. People ain't just gonna come kick it with you just cause. Like, you gotta go find these pivots and these spots, and these people that might own these venues, they might not be thinking about doing these variation of things. And that's when you come bring that creativity to the fold. And honestly, I was bored. Like, I was 20 with a fake, and I just wasn't even going out. Then when I hit 21 and hit the scene, I seen the same, no disrespect, but they'll tell you how I feel. I seen the same promoters doing the same things, and at the end of the day, I didn't have no problems with that. My problem was they didn't want to listen to the young guys and girls. Like, in my opinion, you should want to like go buy a club or buy a bar, invest in some equity, then go tailor some younger professions on an even higher level than what you were when you started. Like, that's how I look at elevation. Like, anything I'm doing, I gotta find a way to elevate and put somebody else on to do it. Like, I mean, cause I'm not here forever. So, you know, yeah, man, it's just a lot of like motivation of like, and then all my friends and family, like the greats they left. Like, you know, let me name a few. Shout out to Sydney Zenon. Shout out to Sierra Blackstone out there. Even Simone, you know, as you see, I'm naming Dio. Shout out to Dio. Shout out to Mike Garrett. Shout out to ISO, there's an artist out there that's rapping. Like, all these great creative people and just different people, they had to leave after a while because it's like, dang, I can't get it. Shout out to Bucky P, you know, shout out to all these greats, you know. But for me, I could have left, and at some point I'll leave to grasp another home base. But, like, I've been here, and I felt like the difference between me and some of the people I'm talking about is I really grew up in that. You know what I mean? I really grew up in that stuff. I got a lot of that homies. I got a lot of that energy. I got a lot of things I had to take to the chin that a lot of people didn't. And I don't know if they could feel how I feel about here. And that's where I used to get real emotional about it. Used to have to woosah a little bit. But I never was folding about it. But I always knew I cared about this place a lot more than others. And they can't prove that to me because it's in how they move and how they show themselves. You know what I mean? And right now, my next goal is just like building a hierarchy around here. People need to respect the people that need to be respected. But yeah.
Yes, sir. Keeping it authentic, man.
Stuff.
Authentic upbringing, real coming from a real space. Yeah. So it's good, you know, just to see that. And, you know, I'm with you, bro. I got Omaha. I'm like, yo, we all black party,
man,
all red party. Man. I'm like, sometimes all white party, Memorial Day. It's about 3 of those.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, can we at least get a neon party?
On me, something.
Where you can't wear black and white?
On me, you can't do
just
it.
Something simple. We can't even change the color pattern. Oh God,
can I get a blue and green?
Something, man. A real stoplight party.
Oh, man. And even at that, it's like you said, a real one. Like, we could do a red, yellow, and green, but are y'all gonna participate for real?
Right.
Or are y'all gonna really become a part? Like, cause you go on the internet talk about how you single and how the pool is trash, but when we throw these type of events, do you come present yourself accordingly? And that's just the growing likeliness of Omaha. There's a heavy growth of energy around here, and we ain't gonna sit here and throw shade on the energy. That's why the curation needs to keep happening. You know what I mean? So people can come out and enjoy themselves.
Speaking on curation, you just had that grown up prom, adult prom out here.
Yeah, sir.
How did that go, man? How I seen the fit. I was like, oh, he wanted to come out here with it was like a blend between 1973 and 2022.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Like, shout out to the team. Shout out to Dewey Cox for the film work. We just got one of the recaps back. It's looking real great. Might drop that tomorrow. Show people what's going on. Shout out to BP, my right hand man, one half of the Drop Boys, DJ group. Also, shout out to Swipes, my OG, man. He's one of the few OGs that listen to me, man. You know what I mean? Like, as someone that's younger, you want them OGs that listen to your faith, and he's walking with us with it. And shout out to Ty Robinson, owner of TRX Strategies. He's in the marketing. He's a great host, great person. And also Doc Beatbox. He was on this board spinning and going crazy. And shout out to Marriott Courtyard over in Bellevue, the Beardmore Event Center. Just amazing energy. As far as the event, it was really great. I'm into marketing and business, so like using Eventbrite for the first time, I learned a lot from there. I think a lot of creatives in Omaha need to use Eventbrite more. And as y'all know me, I don't hold no gems, no secrets. I got all these emails in my hand now.
Yep.
So I'm coming. Like, I'm coming with a lot of everything, and they'll see that. But with Eventbrite, it helps you track your metrics, and that's what you need. Like, it's another thing to do great things, but you need to write down. You need to recap. You need to follow up with what you did and how you did it, and look at it from a numbers perspective, and not just comprehension of what you saw in the verbiage, but the metrics of the numbers. The event did great though. Over 100 plus people in a formal attire. We had about a month of promo. And everybody that was there was just impressed and happy, and we put the event up and we did it. A lot of times in curation, you want to do an event and you want to look at the numbers, you want to win, but do the event. That's the key. Get it done. Then you move forward and you do the next one and the next one. And that was great. And honestly, we are going to LLC this event and toured around the world. So that was the whole aspect of it. It wasn't we're gonna do it every year in Omaha, change the atmosphere of the event as far as the theme. This year was a Met Gala, so like with that fit, you got the mint, and then you got the plaid on the dress shoes, and then you got the button net, not even no buttons on that quarter collar with the mesh. That's like more of a high end, curated fit, so that was to kind of give them that, okay, yeah, prom, but boom, we're adults now, so you can slice it, come through way more cut, more clean. There was a lot of variations of looks out there, but with that event, we had 4 big projector screens of the fight, the Spence fight. We had the patio area with the fire, just that curation, that's that level, that's the integrity. We got the around the way 360 camera. Shout out to Miss Matora, she's a youngster that's grinding. I love it. She's a big focal point of that. You got the red carpet, you got the stanchions, and also that is an event curated by blacks that cost a lot of money. Like that wasn't, let me go to the bar, cut a deal, you take the door, we take the door, you take the bar. No, we spent almost $10K to put on that event. So for every person that was out there that came through, I salute you and I love you, because you came to feel something different and you walked away like, I can't wait till Drop Boys drop another event, because it's coming right now. If you listening, if you got a venue for me, I'm looking for a Juneteenth venue. I have the event already in my head. It's time to celebrate Black excellence. We have our first year with Juneteenth as a holiday. We're off Monday, so Sundays is mine. So I'm coming for that. That's what I'm looking forward to.
For sure, man. That's good to hear. People don't know the most valuable thing that you have is that connection back to the people.
Yes, sir.
Especially the ones that came.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you know people guard with their life their email list?
Yeah. Oh, God.
If you don't believe me, go ask any of these nonprofits for their email list.
Oh, yeah.
See what happens.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the goal.
Yeah.
You got to be able to get the info back to the people and touch the people, man.
Also, big shout out to Bellevue, because there was a lot of black couples and white ones and all different shades, and they were coming to me like, yeah, we seen the event on Eventbrite. That's why we came. There's never nothing to do in Bellevue. And that's the thing I'm trying to so for example, you from Texas, I like Houston a lot. I like Dallas a lot. I like Austin. I like San Antonio. Fort Worth's dope. Like, there's a lot of pods out there that you can go to all in one state, and we ain't even talked about. There's thousands and thousands of places you can go and have fun and do something. In Nebraska, you got Omaha, Lincoln, Spring Little, Grand Island in there. Man.
In the list.
And that's it. And because Bellevue and all that other stuff, they annexed it for what? Oh, it's all Omaha. They need to just really throw that all. It's all Omaha. And I say that to say this. There's a lot of money out there and a lot of money in entertainment in Omaha. So that's why we just going to keep pushing curation and wherever pods we feel necessary. And you're going to come,
Yes, sir. You got something for him, Johnny?
Oh, man, I'm just sitting here, man. I'm feeling like when we had Trishana on here, man. Like,
Shout out to Trishana, goddamn. That's a boss lady.
One of those episodes where you just sit back, you kind of let them get the microphone and spill, because you don't know what, you might tailor a conversation a different way as opposed to letting it flow organically and getting some gems. So I think one of the biggest things I'm just taking away is I feel like sometimes when you think big, like that type of thinking rubs people who think small-minded the wrong way. And so like people might feel like, oh, this person is cocky, or this person is this, what I'm saying? Like, this person ain't down to earth. But I just really think that the big ideas is so basic and so simple to somebody like yourself that for a smaller mind, it make them feel inferior. So I'm just peeping it, man. I like this.
Factuals. And that's the thing, like, when you in this era, or like not in this era, when you in this lane, you get hit up by small-minded people. And what I like to realign them is that you got to start somewhere. Like, I had to jump off the porch and do things, and I didn't always win. You know what I mean? So, like, and I'm all for the small people, because here it is, like, I'm small to some people in certain aspects.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not big in every aspect. So, like, that's, like, that reality, and, like, that's the best part of life. Like, if you want to, like, be the greatest at everything, that's a tall feat. And shit, go for it. And as long as you got that mentality, you'll live life and die with life learning. And that's my thing. I'm trying to learn. I'm a die learner, because I don't know everything, and I wouldn't even dare to try. I want that, like you said, it's organic. I want to sit here and learn, organically through life, So, like you said, how do you, as a small person, like, take away the realities, the reality of how, like, reality pushes that envy on you? How do you negate that? Just be open-minded. Like, Tate is no bigger than you. Hell no. Like, I can't be. Like, in certain aspects, I might do a little bit more than the next, but this could be you. You just gotta put it to the pedal, man, and not like you can vent to yourself when you feel like you not that dude or you not that woman, but like keep tailoring yourself. Like I have a lot of people that hit me and they got a little bit insecure in they step of their creative nature, and it's just like just gotta flow that shit, like fuck with it. Cause I remember there's one point in time when I was a kid, I didn't smile that much. You know, I didn't smile that much, but I was happy, right? Mm-hmm. And like we are hereditary. I'm a firm believer of that. And I got my mom teeth, and but after a while, it's like I gotta smile. Like I was growing up in the streets, so like I didn't smile because I was a hood nigga. But on top of that, I wasn't confident in that. And I just started fucking smiling. Like, nigga, what you gonna do? You like to laugh, so smile. And that's just how you gotta look at it, being a creative. If you wanna create. Don't worry about the reaction that you might get from the next motherfucker. Just push it out there. And that's how I move.
I love that, man. So how did you kind of get comfortable being in your own skin? I know, like you said, that there's one of those things that as a creative, you get in your own lane. But at what point did you stop listening to the naysayers and what other people wanted and started creating what you wanted to see?
It's crazy because, like, when I was in high school, my brother got smoked, right? And we was from different neighborhoods. And I feel like that year in particular in Omaha was one of them years where, like, it was like a chapter in the Bible. A lot of things happened and the sea parted and things changed in Omaha. And at that time, my pops, he was always in out the feds and shit. But he was real big on, like, getting the grades and shit. He was like, bro, you do whatever you want in life. The women, they gonna be there. The vibe's gonna be there. But just knock out this school shit real quick. And then, we ain't gonna worry, you gonna be a man. You gonna make your own decisions. But, so I had that balance. But when my bro got smoked, I lost that balance a little bit. Was doing a lot of extra shit. But, like you said, when did you find that in you that you knew you was different, or you knew you was gonna be a stand-up dude in this creative life? It was when, like, I knew that I was strong enough to make my own decisions. Even in that fire, in that light, like, there's a point in time I almost got tricked off in this shit, and I had that reality moment, like, nigga, you gonna fuck around and die. Niggas ain't gonna slide. There's not enough sliding nigga can do for you. You dead, nigga. Who gonna take care of your kids? Who gonna take care of your mama? Enough sliding you gonna do. You doing this shit for some pay, some brides, some notoriety. Then you do that shit by yourself. And that's why, to this day, I walk around by myself. I do a lot of shit by myself because I'm the only nigga that can do this for me, ultimately. You know what I mean? So, fast forward, I graduated high school, and I had cut my dreads in, 2017, 18. I had dreads for 10 years. You know, I leave high school, go to college, I'm managing Finish Line. I live out west. So I'm not, like, you getting judged by, people that ain't never really seen you, but I'm not around the G Unit and shit. I'm not around the vibes. Fast forward to 2017, I resigned from Sprint, and I go all the way in on creative. Like, me and Rod, shout out to Rodney Conyers, we was doing fake and we was doing a lot of other stuff, but I really wasn't in my creative zone like that. I was making music heavier, so I like left the 9-to-5 lane. I'm like, I'm gonna go all in on my music, do a lot of management for people. Shout out to Sam Hustle Buzz. He is the creator of the Fuck Clothes logo, the font. That's my brother. I was managing him for a while. And this is where it's at, though. I meet Ariane Bird, Marcy. I meet E and shit. I meet Gerard Perfong, and I'm on the north again doing work. Nigga, I'm getting pulled over like every day coming down there because I got dreads. G Unit fuck with me. Like, they like detached from me because most of them probably, some know and some don't. You got your young. Once you in the file, you in the file. So some know me, some don't. But they not fuck with me like that. They just attentive on that shit. Like on the north, when you getting judged for who you are and based on your appearance. That's why I came up with Fuck Clothes. Like, shout out to my little brother Barry. One night we chilling smoking. He like, we need a family business. And at the time I just got done managing Sam, and I'm like, we can make a clothing brand. But one thing about me, I have like commitment issues. Once I'm locked in, I can't stop. You know what I mean? That's why it's tough with music, because like, can't fucking stop making music. It's in me, you know what I mean? But with clothing, it took months to come up with the name, because I wasn't coming out here with no basic shit. Like, you want to feed the fam, then we gotta, it's 6-7 figures gonna do that. Period. Point blank. So we gotta make something like Supreme, Nike, Stussy. Like, when you hear these things, Louis, LV, like all these interchangeable words, they got impact and they 1 to 2 word syllables, all that, And one day I'm hitting a tree, and my little bro, like, he's a creative in the mind. He got a different creative nature. He's a numbers guy. but he not that creative, and we'd have creative sessions, and he just, he not creative. He's not in that moment, I should say. Like, bro, working the 9-to-5 lane at the time. So once you get off that, you ain't got no mental capacity to do that shit. You dealing with people you don't want to fuck with every day. That's why I got a 9-to-5, because I didn't want to keep talking to people I don't want to relate to. Not that I don't want to relate to them, but I got way more shit on my plate. You know what I mean? And I'm sitting there, I'm like, man, fuck these clothes. Hit the gas again. I said, fuck clothes. Because I already had the mission statement. It's not what's on you, it's what's in you, because that's all me. Like I said, I got judged based on my appearance a lot with dreads. Them same motherfuckers bugged me up. Didn't know I was in Omaha mag with my own articles. They didn't know I was in the Readers mags. They didn't know that I've been on the news. They don't know I've been working with the Chambers of Commerce for years. They didn't know all these things because they were trying to judge my character based on my appearance and how I move. But in reality, I'm just like them, and I'm way more impactful for mine. So that was just really like how I had to tailor the imagery, because, man, bro, they will judge you for your character based on how you present yourself, and in reality, they ain't even asked the question yet. So, yeah, it's heavy around them all.
Yeah, man.
But that's universal.
Yeah. Man, I just love the brass and boldness of the name, because I was talking to somebody when I found out. I'm like, it's fuck Claw. I said, oh, he going high end or no end.
Yes, sir.
And there's no, that shit can't hit Target and Walmart.
No, sir.
It can't.
No, sir.
Even if you wanted to, it can't by the name.
Yeah.
So I'm like, he going high end. So I already know mentally where you was headed when I just heard the name. Like, okay, he pigeonholed himself on the right side of the tracks. Most people on the wrong side, you did it on the right side. So it's, I was like, yeah, he know what he doing. And he know what he doing by not knowing what he doing. But he know to keep persevering and to be creative and to be flexible. I mean, be malleable. I don't want to say flexible, just malleable, which means you letting the people who can wield and mold you.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy, too, because y'all know it's funny. I can only name one time where I've had a bad response with the brand. It was me and Ashley, or me and Brian, we had a TPR Studios downtown, and me and Brian was like, I think we had just got done with a shoot. And for me, I'm a creative by the mind. My hand creativity and things like that is not the sharpest. Like, I'm a left hand motherfucker, so cutting and shit like that is what it is. But so I do a lot of the booking and like just that think piece. It's like counseling and shit when you're in this business shit. You gotta help people think and see it through, man. It's like motivational speaking. But long story short, she come through. Ashley would always come through. I'm hungry. That was her favorite thing. She always saying I'm hungry. So let's taste Omaha. And shit, I'm just sitting there. She like, nah, y'all ride with me. I'm gonna buy y'all food. Y'all need to come here. I don't want to walk down there by myself. I'm like, or whatever. And I'm kind of lit, low key. I mean, it's daytime. I'll be lit. And I'm not even like, I wear the brand so much. It's like a white t-shirt. I don't be thinking about who the fuck I'm gonna see or nothing, because it's a conversation we can have. Do you want to have a conversation or not? Because that's why I'm wearing it. And it always starts a conversation. Once that conversation gets rolling, they look in there like eyes wide open, like, this motherfucker cold. Like, he had a whole plan. And E, you say like, he aimed for the stars, bro. I asked myself, what do people need from me? They need a lot. So what's the fuck is the point of going low? Like, bro, I know what I gotta do, and I know how destined I am, and how determined I am, and like, I know what's expected of me. So I can't go low, for real. Like, it's funny because Barry was like, when he first heard the name, he was like, I don't know how we gonna do it, but like, I know you gonna do it. Like, that's all he will always say. And now we here, and shout out to Dogs Kill. They on Fairfax. Shout out to Allison Dutton, man, my sis. First, like, her and Sid was like the only girls really like around us in Fake. They were from Fake and are Fake conglomerates. They are amazing people. Just two real impactful women that are creators. But she the one who like pretty much sent our profile to Dolls in a way. And then we got in on an inclusion drop. And all our proceeds that they made from us and various other brands went to women's sex work in California. But basically, when they dropped on like a Sunday randomly, bro, I'm just chilling and I start fucking getting notifications. We sold out by like that Thursday. And we got emails every day after that, like, where's the spreadsheet of like your next drops? And then it became, well, we want to do a partnership and we want to continue to do drops and stuff. And at that point, my life changed so dramatically, man. Like, you go from fucking trying to make $40K in a year at a great 9-to-5 to you got $20K, $30K direct deposits, and you just gotta design this shit. Like, that's all you, not all you gotta do, but that's your pivotal point. And like, that's your calling. Like, once you start making them real racks, and it's all about how you gonna invest them and stuff. And I just want to become a resource around here, bro, because I can't find them here. You know, as much as you would think I should be able to just be around the right people in Omaha, and we could go push like the right money in a brand like Fuck Clothes, which is, man, I'll tell you, man, we angled bigger than brands like Supreme on a lovely level. Like, I love brands like Supreme. Shout out to, ASAP and then with V-Lone, Rest in Love to Virgil. These are all people that, Ronnie Feig out there, all these designers that I look up to. I know how I'm trying to scale, and I know all these people at one point in my life, I sit down with them and they're going to be proud of somebody like me because they're going to be like, damn, you came from fucking Nebraska, bro? Fucking corn, what the fuck? But that's the thing. Shout out to Bud, too, because I'm trying to make people come here. Ain't no trying to. I'm going to be doing exclusive drops in Omaha where, like, once we get big and them billions, and yeah, you got to drive to Omaha to get that. And that's how I'm going to feed Omaha people. I'm going to be just dropping packs on Omaha, and they can resell that shit on eBay and make that money. I'm all for the resale. And I remember me and Rod, we was against it, but I used to have to tell Rod, like, because we so passionate about what we do, and I'll be like, bro, we got to let the world eat, and Omaha got to eat off resale. It is what it is, bro. We don't want the world to go into this resale shoe culture stuff, but now that it's here and we got a prominent brand, I get it there. I just be dropping loads in Omaha on all the little boutique shops, let them sell, and then the kids can resell them, and now they can turn their money into something they want to do. Like, that's my goal, is to start doing funding, and once I'm up, drop 10K business, little, not even comps, man. Just write me something good. Write me something good, and I'm gonna throw it to you. And that's an opportunity I never got from all. That's why I left my hood. Cause shout out to them, but ain't nobody came to me and be like, yeah, let's clean up with you. Cause when I go to Texas, bro, it's 100K brands out there, factory out the hood. Shout out to Get Off Your Ass and Hit a Lick out in Houston. Them boys going crazy, and they just selling. Shout out to Trap, like Trap in Omaha. Take a risk and prosper. Shout out to my brothers. Get Off Your Ass and Hit a Lick. The motherfuckers up 100K plus off clothes, and it's so easy to do, and it's organic. It's clothes in a necessity. I was selling clothes in the pandemic. Oh God, busting clothes in the pandemic. So it's something that I know I can feed the Omaha Metro with, and I'm happy to stand on it.
Bro, it's crazy that you said. I done had conversations with folks and said the same shit you just said about, like, why don't some of our designers do like exclusive drops in Omaha? And I done said that, like, straight up, like, about Bloodshot.
Yeah.
And like, it's like little stuff, or like, why he ain't doing no collab with the designers out here?
Yeah.
To be a part of his shop. Like, so we can have these conversations later, because I ain't finna give all this shit up.
Oh God, yeah, because see, no cap.
I done had, bro, when I tell you I done had these, I just be thinking, like, chasing luxury. And
shout out to Mikey. Shout out to Mikey at Chasing Luxury. Y'all don't want me to go off on a tangent on all the Omaha brands, but hey, it's crazy because and that's why, like, shout out to Barry, my bro Peyton. I did a podcast with him a while back. It hadn't aired, but like, this is official. Like, this is my second podcast I've ever been on. But more importantly, like,
give him a round of applause.
Real quick, yeah, man. Like, and when E hit me, in the midst, I'm fucking moving shit out, doing all type of shit. I stopped. I said, "Are you fucking serious? Hurry up! Like, when can I come through?" Like, I feel like I'm well aware of myself so much in my career at 28. Like, I feel like I'm in a prime year. You only get 365 days in a year, but like, this year is moving at a crazy pace for me, and I feel like every day is so impactful. Like, I mean, this whole weekend was crazy, and it's Monday, and I was just chilling, getting prepared for this. It's like, this how they probably be feeling when they be fucking going at it, like the little babies out there and the goddamn Futures and Drakes and all that. Like, I ain't gonna say I'm tired, but boy, it's lit. Like, it's a good feeling to be doing all this. But like, let's touch base back on like that creative nature with Bud and them. Bud, bro, I'm ready. Like, this is a formal call to like somebody like you. Like, you a stand-up guy. We always have talks when we see each other, but like, I know what it's like to be busy as fuck, and like, dude, today was one of them days I didn't want to answer the phone a lot, but I did. Like, shout out to Lenore out there, our women's graphic designer for Fuck Clothes. She is dropping this year, and I'm Gerard. Gerard, my lead graphic designer, and now I got Lenore, and she about to go crazy. But I had an hour conference call with her, and I was tired as hell, but I got it through because that's what it's gonna take. And I'm ready to work with people like Bud, just to sit down and just enjoy some organic energy and like just get creative as fuck with him. And I feel like a creative team that's predicated with me in it, as a creative director with the Crawford branding, like, I turn that shit up so fucking crazy. We would sell the fuck out of NFTs. That's my next thing with Fuck Clothes is fuck NFT. Like, fuck NFTs. That's gonna be like, I'm waiting to see how NFTs work to decide if I want to commit, because I just told y'all got commitment issues. So I keep telling Gerard we're gonna start on them, but I know once we get going, that's what we want to do. But hyenas are our brand logo, like mascot, I should say. So I want to trick out the hyenas with that. But seeing how Bud dropped them NFTs and stuff, it's like, we really like. I feel like Bud, if he had a chance to really listen and see what's going on with some of the creators in Omaha, he could build something so fucking amazing. Like, and he's going to. That's the thing. He's going to do it. That's not even. I know, bro. Bud's a stand up dude, and as long as you come into him with something solid and concrete, when the time comes, it's gonna work. And that's me though. I'm a very patient person. Like, and I'm gonna keep going. Like, but like you said, E, it's time. Like, I want to deck his fucking fit out for that fight with Spence, bro. Definitely. But you know, with the big FCs and just the whole Omaha embracing him and just tricking him out and like just working with people like Gerard Lenore and my team and different people like. And you I want to do collabs with like Chasing Luxury at some point, like just all these different brands. I definitely want to do that type of stuff, but I'm also aware of like creative natures and boundaries and shit. I know creators want to work in their spaces, and once again, I'm just happy that this stuff is happening around Omaha because I've done over like 20 pop-ups and showcases and shit off a real curated level, not just like come rap or some shit. There was always a creative baseline on that. I've done art galleries where art has been sold. Like I don't. For real, and that's what I like to say. I like to say that type of stuff because I want to see creatives get money. Like I see creatives all the time walking around, but they ain't getting no money, and that bothers me. Like I want creatives to get money, so yeah, I'm strong on that belief.
Yes, sir. Man, I've been seeing it, and I'm looking at the new development in Omaha, and we was just downtown in Capitol. We had these conversations about
that shit happening fast.
We ain't got no, Capitol's happening, West Rose is happening. Like Omaha got a whole lot of money, most millionaires per capita. I said people with money like nice things. Where are the designers? All right. So we only got a designer. So I'm already in my head. I said I already know how this shit could go. I'm like, you put two of theirs, one of ours in each spot.
Yeah.
You get your Louis Gucci, LC right there. Fuck
ain't no
up.
question.
You get your Coach, you get your boom over there. Hey, Chasing gone. Slide us one.
Right.
Because yeah, and then get some of the bigger names, get the Telfar.
Ain't no question.
Fire Moss. You get what I'm saying?
Gallery department, all that.
You know what I'm saying? So, but it's...
Now, guess what?
What's up?
Who can do it? Like, when you think about these type of things, how are we going to get high-end retail here? First thing you want to do is show the metrics. You got to show, like... And only, like, as a creative, I can show you the metrics off of what I could write up and, like, how I could guesstimate and estimate. But... higher ups, they can go get real metrics. They can go to like the Gucci's, they can go to the Macy's, the Nordstroms, and be like, what's your order numbers like coming out of Nebraska? What are your year to dates? So, and this is where like for me, like podcasts is good for me because I'm coming with the stuff. I'm coming with the shits as a creative. We got that money here. We got damn near $500 million right now to get to play with. And BIG know, because I ain't just no rap nigga. Like I'm for real about my life and about what I do. Shout out to McKinney. Mr. Wayne, we got a link. We got to chop it up. We need to, like, creatives like me, we want to say so. We want to be able to chop it up with y'all and embrace y'all for everything y'all do. I have a DM McKinney. I think I've even emailed him. I ain't get no response, but it's a busy man. He doing way more for the city than I could ever do. And all I want to do is just pat him on the back and help them type people have a sit down. I don't need much. I just want to show y'all where y'all could put some money and we can win because you know where they hate? They hate to acknowledge that we millionaires and billionaires off of entertainment. And Omaha, Nebraska don't got none of that. And we got to go get that shit. Like LeBron, he was able to buy houses and buy elementary schools. Kobe was able to do shit based off of basketball. Drake and Kanye, they able to do shit off a microphone. Motherfucking Serena able to do shit with a tennis racket. Well, Bud, people like Tate, people like Chink Diamond, they able to bring those same dollars back down to the home base too. Now, if you get somebody like Mr. Wayne, Mr. McKinney to allocate them funds directly to creators without creators having to do more than just sit down with a business proposal and projections, like I get tired of that, bro. I got a 40-page projection right now for Fuck Clothes. Been having it. And I'm about to walk down on Carver Bank directly. But yeah, that's my thing. That's my position. Like, there's creators around Omaha that know what to do with some money, but we don't get them opportunities to touch that paper. But shout out to my chambers of commerce and Sarpies and the downtown ones and all that. They get to say so way more effectively, and it don't take the millions. It don't. It truly don't. You give the right brand or the right creative a business proposal. Shout out to Shoshana. It's a prime example. She went out there though, and she learned her way, and some of that stuff came out of Omaha, but she went and got it outside of Omaha, and that's what I did too. Like, a lot of my energy, I had to get that learning from other folks, because when I go to them big cities, they love a nigga like me, because they like, damn, you coming from a small pond, you the big fish, you shouldn't leave, and I'm never gonna have to. This home base. I just want to build another home base. You got Supreme New York, Supreme LA, so right now we got Fuck Clothes OMA, we're gonna have Fuck Clothes Texas, you know, Houston, like just different home bases. And yeah, right now I'm just really tailoring myself to sit down with the big guys, because that's the only thing I'm doing now. Like when it comes to DJ gigs, Omaha, I DJ in places and spots for the people. I don't DJ for no damn promoters. They don't even want to fucking pay you what you deserve. So I definitely don't do it for them niggas. And shout out to them niggas for the bookings, but they know how I feel. Because once again, with curation, you putting your whole paper and your bag on the line to move some people. I ain't going behind a lot of bars and stuff just to do that. I want it to be organic. I want to be booked like the motherfuckers at 106.9 and shit organically. So because I move the crowd. Shout out to Gate 10, shout out to Vasily, because he see that. That's why we there every Sunday. Never fails. Last night, smack. Every Sunday, smack. The variety of music. How many cats can go from chopper style to Had Enough with Don Tyler and Migos? You know, that blend is never happening on Omaha other than the Drop Boys. Shout out to the Drop Boys. But the notoriety and the savvy and the moxie you got to walk with the humbleness is something that I be trying to grasp. Because shit, you be doing shit around here and they want you to shut up and not toot your shit. Hell no. Stand on it. That's what the hierarchy I'm talking about. Jay Prince and them, come on now. They get to walk around like that because like they put in the work. I feel like in Omaha, you put in the work, nobody want to show you that hierarchy love. Like, and that stuff, man, it'll drain most and affect most, but like that's why I walk alone. Cause like that negates that chatter. Cause it's crazy. A lot of people over the weekend was like, not only did they say like, the first thing people were saying annoying me would be when they call me like, how'd it go? What do you mean? It happened. Like one thing about me too, I can't live on no phone curating. I ain't on no fucking phone showing y'all what happened. I'm gonna drop this recap though, and you can see all them smiling people. And then as the days go, you see them posting their little pigs. No. You wasn't involved though, cause it's some malice there. There's something there. You ask me how the fuck it went. What do you mean? You count pockets? We don't even do this for the money. Mm-hmm. If that was the case, I'd have never stayed here. I do it cause it needs to be done. This shit. If Tate wasn't here, hey. Point blank, bro, and I stand on that, bro. If Tate wasn't here,
you got my. Hey, I know where you at because I'm there too.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I'm there too.
They don't like. Hey, they don't. But here it is. Shout out to Stuffy Adinas. Shout out to Johnny T's, Hanks, Jets. Need more of those, and we need one downtown. That's right now, man. I promise you, I got a plan so crazy for McKinney and them boys, and Mr. Wayne. Like when I say they names, because they got chess pieces, and I gotta move so nasty. I mean, so nasty for the African American entertainment industry. I got a place that I've been looking at, and we need it.
And we gonna talk off air because
we need it.
You bumping into some of my places.
Let's get it. Hey, it ain't even about me, bro. It just needs to happen.
Yeah,
it just needs to happen. And is these situations, these microphones, I gotta be on them to voice that shit. Cause if it don't happen and I leave and then I gotta bring it back, that's just what it's gonna be. But it can happen within the next 2 years. Break ground on the spot. It's already built. It's already there. It's ready. And we talking multi. And guess what? When you black and you own it, guess what? They respect you. Shout out to Jets. They had a couple hiccups, but they went 2 years with none because E is respected down there. Shout out to E at Jets. Shout out to Troy and them boys and Nene and all those good people working down there. But they respected. Shout out to Johnny T's. Dina's never heard nothing. They respect it. That's why the young black man that might have their differences in the streets, they hang them up because they know. That's a respectable spot. And shout out to people like the Job Boys, because when we go places, we bring that energy and that respect. That's why you dig. You know, I gotta be quiet because, man, they hate when I'm too loud. But in reality, man, I'm all for this city, man. And if you ain't for me, then shit, it's fuck you for sure. For sure, bro. I can't even hold that in. For real.
Ready to interject, Johnny.
Man, I mean, I had a couple things, man, but it's for another conversation. It's a beautiful thing. One thing that really hit me, and I guess it's on my heart to speak on it. It was something you said earlier, and it's about understanding that for me, what I see for you, your next pivotal step is just relationships. It's just building relationships. That's really what networking is about. Like, you got the ideas, you got all of it. It's about having those relationships. Brother McKinney, very personable person.
Heck yeah.
Very person that if you meet him, you have that conversation with you. So I think that for you, getting those relationships, to leverage those relationships, that's the next level. And I look forward to that. What's next for you, man? That's the question, man. What's next for Tate, man?
What ain't next for Tate?
Facts, man. It's April 2022. This week, man, it's crazy. Like, just in general, like, well, we got Snoop on Wednesday, the after party, unofficial. I'm not sure if he's gonna slide by, but we're going to Lincoln to DJ. I want to really get familiar with Lincoln. I want to hit the college town hard. I honestly want to get in Lincoln DJing on like Fridays and Saturdays. Not to say I want to be in Omaha doing it, but it's so much going on in Omaha. So many good DJs like the Flores Brothers, Ray Bay, E is still DJing, motherfucking JB. Like, I would love to see just a lot of like more variety and curation and them to push more younger promoters so we can get, you know, fresher energies. But what's next for me is going global. You know, no cap. Like, shout out to my OG Jay. I was just in the deal with him with Afterlife on a not a 360, a distro with Empire and whatnot. And like, that was my first time being in a deal in music and a distro and whatnot. And like, I'm a firm believer at things is gonna happen at the right time, and like the pressure of a label and what they want you to do in a distro deal is different. Like with a 360, the money's out there, so you need to just come do your craft. But with a distro, you kind of on the time crunch depending on your situation. It's like, you're gonna push this shit out there, you're gonna put some money up, you're gonna show yourself, or are you just gonna be like all these other rappers? That's like the persona of it. And for me, like as a creative, like I look at music like on some Travis Scott shit. Like, I can make music in a lot of platforms, but I'm a creative, so I'm making money off selling the clothes to your ass. I'm putting on performances, pop-up shops, shit like that. So I feel like in a label deal, I gotta be in the right situation as far as like to expose my creativity and not feel exposed, if that makes sense. Like, sign me as a rap nigga and let me do this rap shit and then embrace all this other shit we can make money off of. Otherwise, like, my other talents and contributions, they got their own dollar amount, their own energies. Like, if I ain't on this rap shit and we on the rap deal, then finagle the deal and turn it into something different. So I had my first experience with that, and that shit was lit as fuck. And it's still a growing thing. Like, that's my OG. So me and Jay, we still locked in. We gonna continue to do different things and like figure out the best way to push my rap shit. But in reality, like, shout out my little Relly Jai. Like, we dropped the album last year called We Is Not Them. And while making music, after my last project, Forever North, really like my first solo or second solo project, I had I don't make year references in music pretty much at all. So with We Is Not Them, that first album, it's still gonna get pushed. It's still gonna get on hella platforms. We got like 3 videos in the chamber that haven't hit like mainstream levels. Jai was just on paper, so he about done with all that, so we can really get in motion. And we got like shit, probably 40, 50 songs in the vault. So a lot more music is coming, and just more money behind music. Like, I felt like I haven't really, like, don't get me wrong, production and music and all that shit costs. Like, probably spent like 10 bands in production and shit last year, but, you know, studio time production and shit and rollouts. But damn, where was the money for the marketing? That's where I was lacking at. I didn't put no money in my marketing like I needed to. So that's something that I'm gonna continue to learn and progress through. And I'm gonna fully be moving to Houston soon. So, and I think I want to keep a crib in Omaha just so I can come back and forth. I don't have no kids or nothing, so I want to keep a fine-tuned grip on Omaha. I got a couple dates that I want to do big events for that, you know. So, but yeah, get to Houston, right? Work with Jake and him at Hyde Park Goods. You're Not Invited, man. He's a really great guy. He owns a brand. They on their Insta, it says we made $1 million in a year, and they did. Like, but the way I know that is because I'm into this clothing shit. Like, I know how much it costs to get the shit done, and all you need is really like 1,000 consumers, and you could run up at least 6 figures in a year. And then, but once you get in the 5 ranges, 5K consumers, of course you hit $1 million, because your upsell is killing a dope game. Like, that's why I be laughing at my homies, like, not my homies, but people that I know, like, you need to come flip your paper and do something better. Because, like, but that's the thing, it's on the flow over here. Like, I could show a motherfucker like purchase orders and all that, invoices and all that. Like, I know I can. Some people will tell you a white lie. Like, they got a lot of admirations and dreams, but they can't put the proof to the pudding. And that's why I used to get emotional about, like, damn, motherfucker, I ain't asked you to come fuck with me because I think I got it. Nigga, I got it. I can show you, and I've been showing y'all. So what the fuck taking y'all so long? That's how I used to feel. But now, I don't feel like that no more. Now it's kind of like, hey, they coming. You know, they coming to fuck with me. Like, Omaha, they fuck with me. The world fuck with me, though. So that's where it don't matter. Like, I've never met the men and women of Boss Kill at all. Like, I've never met them. Shout out to all those dope women and the dope guys over there. But they hit my hand because they see my quality and my work ethic. And we've had, of course, we email, we Zoom calls and stuff. But I remember, y'all, I'm in LA 420, and I was about to go walking dogs. That line was so fucking long. Me and the homies, I'm with Gerard too, our lead graphic designer. We just like embraced the moment. Just kept walking, like, fuck it, we'll come back another day. We'll come back to LA another day just because, bro, we coming from Omaha. I mean, you know who understands how small Omaha is? People not from Omaha. Omaha people don't understand how fucking small we are. I can drive around Omaha right now, and that's where all the black people is at in the whole state. Shout out to my black people in Lincoln, but y'all mothers and fathers came through for college and got knocked up and stayed. No disrespect, but most of them people, they college babies. They little mixed kids and they lit. Shout out to them. But like this nigga shit, this shit down here, this life, this nigga shit down here, and that's the y'all know I'm raw with it, man. This shit is all love, but like that's why I love this shit so much, and I'm so thankful, bro. I got homies that got peeled at 14 and shit. So for me to be in the game 28 years right now and to be acknowledged for what I do, it took something organic though. I don't even think it took long. It just was organic. Some things I did, I didn't do enough on some organic light shit to get that notoriety. Some things I did in life, I got notoriety for because I did it. But I didn't do it at the level that I get that energy for now. Like, it's a crazy energy to even just be around me. And I know that. You know what I mean? I even tell some of my homies, like, come on, man, don't get lost in the sauce. Like, it's saucy out here. Like, you know, we greasy. A lot of motherfuckers want to be around us. They want to talk like us and move like us because we all like stand-up niggas. We ain't from no hoods or nothing. We just some cool cats. You know what I mean? I could vibe wherever. Give a fuck. You know what I mean? So that's my, like, creative energy. And, like, I give you all that. Like, we can clean up. We can go talk to whoever. But stay true. You know, stay true. Like, because my energy is pure. Like, that's the thing. Like, I, as a DJ and a curator, of course I know, like, the whole energy of, like, trying to keep this place safe. And even at that, like, you working with these people and they working for you and they respect you for who you are. Like, the higher ups and shit around how they respect me for who I am and how I stand on shit. And some lights they can't get down with me. For example, like for clothes, it ain't for everybody. But as many lights as they can get down with me, and they gonna get down with me. And I'm just thankful.
Yes, sir, man. Big Tate came through.
Most definitely.
Give him a round of applause, man.
We're in the game.
Yes, sir, man. Just we appreciate you blessing us and shit, blessing everybody that's gonna hear this.
Most definitely, man.
We got a lot of building to do. We got a lot of, cause we ain't just sat down. You ain't really.
Yeah,
just,
we haven't. It's crazy. We was doing that together, and it's like you was having your baby girl, and she's here. And that's the thing. Like, that's what life's all about.
Yes,
you
sir.
come on the tail end. Now we here, and we here. You know what I mean? We in all these different moments and different lights, and I'm just ready to work on any level, bro. Like, bro, I got plays for everybody, like, for real. And I really hope that we follow through on that, like, working, because I feel like it's yin and yang. I know you got spaces, you got energies, and I got energies, and trying to keep building space. And like you said, relationships. Like, I got resources, but do I got the relationships? Like, shout out to Lupe. That's a big resource for me. But I need to build a relation. You know what I mean? Because that's where it's at. And yeah, man, I'm fucking fired up, bro. Like, need to be on my podcast.
Shit, we fired up too, man. Like I said, this remind me of when Trishana came through, man. So
that's my dog right there, boy. If it's anybody that fucking inspires me, it's her, man. She is. I tried to get her to come to the prom, but I knew she was too busy, man. I tried to make her a special guest to force her, like, nah, I made you a flyer already, motherfucker. For sure.
Yeah, man. Man, we appreciate it, man. He got me hyped. Now I'm like, shit. Hey, man, so you got to come through on May 27th, man.
Say less. Oh, that's the
sneaker swap.
Yeah. That's okay. Yeah, say less. Yeah. I'm about to buy a suit for that.
Yes, sir. So we about to be. Hey, man.
Is that slowdown again?
It's at the slowdown.
So yeah, that's the thing. Now we on to something.
Hey, so we need.
I got something for you.
We need some FC on our promo. So
for sure. Oh yeah, on the sponsor. Let's do it.
Yeah, I got
a couple packages.
Let's do it.
A couple package deals.
Most definitely. And then I should have some merch too. I come drop with some merch for y'all too. You know, for having me. I can't wait to get this drop in. That's the thing, man. To any Omaha players, chess players, man, investors, I'm all welcome to, like, some organic. I never say stuff like that, but I think it needs to be said because, like, I love y'all niggas and y'all great ass women, like, and I want to run it up with y'all. Like, come holler at me, man. I got a floor plan on a lot of different things, and we got to talk based on that big project though. Yeah, like, for real, because I'm gonna run it by you because, hey, this spot that I see, man, that's why Big T and them, Big T, Terrence, and that's all. I want to touch base on that too, McKinney, one more time. First time I met McKinney was at Emory's. And I mean, not the first time, but in that light, that type of light. You know, obviously growing up, I seen him around. But seeing him in that light, that was a big motivational thing for me. Because that first thing I thought was like, damn, he running for something. You know, and he won.
That part.
Yep.
He won. So that was like, bro, I was emailing. I'm retweeting. I got him a little followers, so I'm going to throw them out there. And, bro, like, I would just enjoy. Like, then, we had shout out to Bree. We had Brianna White. We had Nebraska, Black People in Nebraska on Clubhouse.
Yeah, yeah.
And
that's where I met you at officially.
ain't no question. And
Clubhouse.
having talks with McKinney and them, and just always giving flowers to them brothers, man. Like, cause growing up in the neighborhood, I seen a lot of them higher ups. Like, shout out to Ernie Chambers, but some of them other higher ups, they didn't really follow through on what they said. So McKinney though, man, that brother strong, man, and like that's somebody. When I get in them high ranks, I'm gonna be reaching out to. Like, yo, like, man, you deserve your flowers in all type of lanes. Like, when you got a meeting out here, come out here and see me too, cause man, we need to just go kick it, hit the golf course, cause that's where I'm getting money. Hey, for real, bro. Like, I know it's destined for me, and that's why, like, I stay prayed up and I show love to Omaha, because it's a lot of weirdo vibes and envy out here, and like, I just love this place to the point, like, I want to leave organically. You know what I mean? I just want people to really fuck with me, like, cause like things like over the weekend, that shit ain't just some shit people do. That shit you do when you love people. Like, man, me and my team, we spent some cheese just to see Omaha smile. And like, a lot of people don't do that. Like, and a lot of people, you know, want this place to thrive. So just embrace all of us promoters and creatives, you know, for what we do. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, man. Dropping them off on us. Dropping them off. Where can they find you at, Tate?
Oh, Big Tate 402 on Twitter, Insta, TikTok. James Buckley Jr. That's my real name. That's on Facebook, because I ain't hiding from nobody. You dig? That's my one thing I love to talk to. We ain't hiding from nobody. And yeah, that's really where my forums is at. Fuck Clothes, OMA.online. We bringing the website back with a new drop. But just follow us on Instagram, Fuck Clothes OMA. You know, that's where you can keep up with us. And yeah, I'm all over Omaha too, so you'll see me walking a dog or something.
Yeah, he gonna leave that imprint too.
You damn
You gonna
right.
see him in person, but you gonna see the impact. You gonna see it. Sir, man.
I'm happy to be here, bro.
Yes, sir.
It's
yes,
crazy.
sir.
I feel like this is a long time coming.
Yeah.
And for y'all to be here on this magnitude, and like, I know what it's like starting something, please keep going. Hey, bro, trust me. And all the other podcasters on my, pick them mics up. We need y'all. We need that to showcase the talent on the scale. So then, for example, I get to a higher lane, they gonna be looking to see what I'm about. Big Tate, it came up on Google. I mean, YouTube, Google, all that. Now the podcast, now they tapped in. Find that creative way to get it out of somebody. And if you need that creative flow, hit me, because I got hella podcast ideas, but I ain't got room for that shit. So for real, bro, like, as creative, I know my balance. I can't do everything, bro. I'd rather be a guest on them.
Yeah.
For real, or help curate somebody's or something.
For sure. Man, we gonna get out of here because he gonna keep saying, "Oh yeah." So,
For real, my bad. I need part 2. The year.
hey, we after the level up, we're coming back.
Ain't no question. I'm gonna spend up like every time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But yeah, this Streets A&R Podcast.
Street.
Y'all know where we at. Streets A&R, man.
Let's
on
go.
all platforms. You can find us streaming everywhere, everywhere but Apple. But we getting that fixed. Hey, man,
Can't
y'all
wait.
got to run up our subscriptions, man. We still need to.
We still trying to get that P, man.
You damn right.
Saying
I'm about to do my part.
yes, sir.
I'm gonna
But
do a whole rollout drop.
Yes, sir. So it's your host, Giddy Jicky with it,
It's your other host, Johnny.
man. We out of here, man.
Big Tate. Appreciate y'all.
Peace.
Peace out.
The beats, the flow, the rhythm. All movement starts from the streets. Streets A&R Podcast.